Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm gamesplaining MegaCity Oceania. So MegaCity Oceania is a game for 2 to 4 players. It is supposed to run 45 minutes to an hour. I have had games that have run closer to the 2-hour mark just because people stop and think a lot. It's not supposed to be one of those games where you stop and think a lot. It's supposed to be you've done your thinking, take some stuff, throw it in. The rules even state that you can build your city because this is a dexterity game, but it's a dexterity game amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. What you're trying to do is build cities. So the rules actually state that you can be building your city while other people are having their turn. So when it gets around to your turn, if you wish to place your city in amongst the mega city, you've already built it. We don't have to then have everyone sitting waiting for you to build your city before you place it. So you've done all that thinking. That's the theory behind the game. Getting into a habit of doing that is another question, and that's really up to the individual to remember to just get ahead of the action. Know what you're going to do when your turn comes up, because what the other people are doing doesn't really matter too much. Yes, everything kind of goes into interconnectedness, and the position that someone else puts their city might change what you were going to do, but that's very rare. In essence, what you're doing doesn't matter about what the others do. I really appreciate this game. If you've watched my top 10 list, you'll notice that it's fairly high up on that top 10 list. And I've only had a couple of games of it because I've only just got my hands on it. In fact, it was a Christmas present. I've only just got my hands on it. So kind of finding the nuance of the game is really where I'm at the moment. However, I really appreciate this. I appreciate what it does. I appreciate the dexterityness of it. The 2-hour game that I had was on a table where the tablecloth had a little kind of sticky up. It looked very pretty, but had a little sticky up thing. So the card, as you're pushing into the city, was catching on that. And so I think that slowed us down a little bit. So thinking about what type of tabletop you're actually playing on is really important. Thinking about, am I playing on a tabletop that's a bit wobbly? It's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of a harder game than if you're playing on a stable, smooth surface. Because the essence of the game is you have a little card that you're building a city on. Then there are a couple of rules about what height the city needs to go to and how many pieces go into that city and what the city looks like. So it might have to have a little gap in the bottom or something like that. That's a really cool little intricate thing that's going to change with each play of the game and what you're working on. But once you've built your city, you then need to get that city into the mega city, so push it in without anything falling over. If everything falls over, or if anything falls over, you've got to take that city back and wait till it gets back to your turn to try again. And so that can take a little bit of time just getting into spot. There's enough going on with this game to make it more than just the dexterityness of the game, because you're thinking about, what type of building am I doing? What gaps do I need to put into the building? Which buildings do I want to go after? Of course, you have a choice of 4 each time that you can go after. And those little intricacies are actually enough to make this a bit more than, say, a climbing ladders or junk carts or any of those other building type games. There's enough extra stuff going on to make you start thinking, okay, this is about more than just putting stuff down. So look, I'll leave it there. Go ahead and watch my Gameplay and Gamesplanation and get a feel for how the game plays and what's going on with the game. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be gamesplaned, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.